Dear diary, where did I go wrong? It was supposed to be a simple project, something to inspire me to continue in my sewing journey, something to keep me motivated, sane. Alas, it was all in vain, for you see, my sweet diary, the project that was meant to take but 1 hour did indeed stretch out for weeks, draining my enthusiasm and driving me mad. Shall I relate to you the struggle I endured? After nearly 2 months, I think I am ready to speak.
Hey there. So I want to get back to just sewing simple projects, and what could be simpler than a dress that's made in 1 hour. Dress pattern sizes aren't the same as dress sizes, which is important. We are using just a regular cotton fabric, and this is what I got for it. It is from Joann's. I thought it was quite cute, and while I am all for sustainable fabric, I just really wanted to sew something easy for a change.
I started with so much optimism, nay, naivety. Oh, diary, what would make me think it would be easy? A project of mine? Ha! SMDH.
It's definitely gonna be too big. Wow. It's okay. Better too big than too small, for sure. So let's get our pattern pieces cut so we can start sewing, and we'll time it once we start sewing to see how long it actually takes to sew it. I don't think this is going to end up being an hour, mostly because I don't do basting or stay stitches.
I believe it, but it's not going to save you.
So I'm thinking this will be a really quick project.
No basting, no stay stitches, no mock-up. Just hope. An endless chasm of credulous positivity, and a cute top I bought from Kohl's with a gift card I got at Christmas. Thank you, Grandma.
Next step is the darts in the front. So this is where our timer is really going to start.
And I sewed. And I pressed.
Press it. They kind of don't look right, honestly, but we'll see. Okay, the next thing it says to do is to do the neck hem.
And I sewed some more. And I pressed some more. And when the first sign of failure showed itself, I ignored it.
I did see on the, not the directions, it was on the pattern itself, if your measurements are different, like mine are, to choose at those points what your size is and kind of curve that way. I didn't do that, so that sucks. We'll just pin it together, see what we got, see how far off it is. Alright, so I'm thinking this is a fairly easy fix, actually, because I think their measurements are generous. See, it looks kind of form-fitting, but I don't think it is. The size 16 was for my waist, which is why I took it, because I can't cinch my waist in. But there is a lot of room there. Hips have a lot of room, too. I'm going to cut it down to the 12, which is on the same pattern piece as the 16 that I cut out for this. See if that fixes it.
When I found out I had erred, I kept going. Surely, this was the answer?
Okay, so I tried it on again, and if it's better, it's not great. So we're just gonna do, rather than cutting it, we're just gonna do a nice, good seam allowance. And that should do it. I don't think it's so far off that I need to take it in anymore. I was gonna try and push myself to get this done tonight, but at this point it is my bedtime and I still have the sleeves to do and probably some adjusting with the size and the bottom hem of the dress. I'm gonna say that I spent 3 hours on it. Now I did make a mistake, but to say it's a 1 hour dress is not entirely accurate. If you're going with sewing only, I mean, most dresses are a 1 hour dress. The sewing itself does not take a long time, unless you're stitching by hand. But we're gonna call it a night, and we will pick up on this tomorrow. I don't want to make a mistake because I'm tired and really do need to get to bed. So good night. It has been like weeks since I picked up this project, so this is where we're at with it. All we need really is the sleeves. I already know that the dress is going to be too big on me, and we're gonna see what we can do with that when we get to it. So, next step, with right sides together, pin sleeve, front and back, to armhole. Okay, friends, at this point, we have a completed dress. It looks a little ridiculous. Don't want to cut the size down anymore here because it doesn't have a zipper. So I need to get it over my head. I have an idea. I don't think I want to take more fabric out of this. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put elastic so that it gathers up a little bit. That will take care of this gaping hole of a problem. And it'll also make this down here look a little nicer as well. So that worked. I need to put one in the back. I also think I'm going to put a piece right here. How do you make a 1 hour dress take 3 weeks? Make it in the wrong size. Scale it down. Add elastic where there wasn't supposed to be elastic. Decide that you don't like the way this looks, so you make a belt, which I haven't gotten to yet. And decide that it's not floofy enough, so you're going to add 2 more panels. So I'm going to add 2 more panels.
Nevertheless, I persisted.
After starting this project. So, let me catch you up to speed. This is what we got, and it looks pretty cute when it's on the dress form, but it does kind of stick out in the front in a way that I don't like. So I have a couple of solutions for that. One is that we're going to take this nice thick ribbon and go around right here. I think that'll take it in enough where the gathers are so that it won't puff out like that. My other solution is I cut 2 of these triangle pieces. I'm going to cut the seam open at the side and put that in there, and it'll give it a little bit more volume at the bottom. and it'll give me a spot to put in pockets. When it was gonna be a 1 hour dress, I wasn't gonna add pockets because I wanted to see if it was gonna be a 1 hour dress. Now that I see that it wasn't, I'm gonna add pockets. So I already took pocket pattern off of this pattern. I already did put one of the triangles in here just to see how it would work, and it does pretty much what I want it to do. The triangles are pretty small because it isn't cut to have panels in it, and if I go too big, then it's gonna look ridiculous. But I think this is safe enough that we're gonna try putting this in, and we're gonna put the pockets in the front of it so that they'll lay in the front. That's where we're at. This dress is giving me such a headache. I was all happy because I added the panel, I added the pocket. The pocket does exactly what I wanted it to do. However, this is still an issue. Like, I thought that the ribbon would tame it, and instead, the ribbon makes it worse. So, here we are. And I'm wondering whether I should add elastic to the back, cut out this elastic here. That would probably be the easier option, cut out that elastic. But then if that doesn't work, then I'm back at square one, having undone work that I already did. I should have looked up reviews of the pattern before I made it, because they say that the sizing's all wrong. And I didn't read it. And I should have. Other patterns that I've gotten since then, I've looked up reviews, so I know, the sizing's off with them, and I have to think about that. This one I did not know. I didn't have a dress form. I still haven't set her to my measurements anyway, so I really couldn't gauge it. But here we are, like 2 weeks into the 1 hour dress. I think I'll rip out the elastic. I think that should be the first step, and we'll go from there. I will do the panel and the pocket in the other side, and we'll see what we got. If nothing else, we'll have a very cute potato sack-like dress. Children, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a girl, much like myself. And like myself, this girl decided to make a dress. A simple dress. A dress that would perhaps take her an hour. Maybe a bit longer, just to, cut things out. This girl was terribly optimistic and horribly naive. And as a result, this dress took much longer than an hour, friends. She found herself struggling to fix all the problems that the dress had, and she couldn't fix any of them. The end. Seriously though, it is getting on my nerves that there's so many problems in this dress. Like, it is a pattern, and nothing worked out to what this said on the pattern it should be. I don't want to give up on this dress because I give up on a lot of dresses, and I just feel like this one is so close to being done. I want it to be, I want to have something I can wear and say, I made this. The only thing I really have like that now is I have the elf tunic that I made, and I do wear that, but the corset belt on it is, it's seen better days. I had planned for this video to be simple dress. I think when it's all said and done, I need to remember the motto of this channel, and that is, okay. So, what I mean by that is there's always going to be something else that needs to be done. There's always going to be dishes. There's always going to be laundry. There's always going to be friends that want our attention, sleep that needs doing, work that you have to go to. And if you want to do something, like I want to sew, you just have to make it a priority. Stop whining. Stop saying all the reasons you can't do it, and just do it. There's a lot of things keeping me from sewing right now, and it sucks. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing that's keeping me from sewing is, to be all cliche, myself. This is what we have. I definitely think it was a good idea to take out that elastic because it is, I mean, it's still there, like it's still a problem, but it's less of a problem. All right. I'm not going to bother putting this on the dress, and I'm certainly not going to put it up through the dress. This was not as easy as I thought it would be, and I did learn a lot, which is why I made this video, and ultimately I am happy with the result. It was a little shaky there for a while, and to be honest, I set this aside for several weeks because I just wasn't happy with where it was going. It's nice to have finished something. It is less nice knowing that it took me way longer than it should have. Again, it's also disappointing that this was supposed to be a simple project and it gave me a lot of problems. But ultimately, here we are. I have a very basic summer dress that is a little bit fairy core. It's something that I can wear that I said I made. And it has pockets. So, if you would like to see more of this lovely aesthetic sewing content, please do subscribe to this channel. We just hit 100 subscribers not too long ago, so thank you to all of you who have already subscribed. I really do appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment down below if you have anything to say, or if you just feel like saying hi. Hey there. That's all for this video, though. Until next time. Guess this is how we're gonna do it. I didn't hook up any kind of microphone. That's not how we're gonna do it.
I wish I had a slide whistle.
Kind of up close and personal. And we have the air conditioner going. It'll stop any day now, any day now, any day now. So I just said like a whole spiel and it wasn't recording. Looking for mommy? What do you want? You want snuggles? I'll give you snuggles. I'll give you snuggles. You can't lick my feet, I got makeup on. It's not good for doggies. It's not good for doggies. Thank you for coming to see me though. Aw, I love you too.